Hi, my name is Alan, and this is a show I like to call Thoughts on This, where I speak out my thoughts on certain things. And for today, I'll be giving my thoughts on The Little Mermaid, but more specifically, Disney's newest live action adaptation of the classic 1989 film.
For those not familiar with The Little Mermaid, it's about a young mermaid who is fascinated about life above the sea and falls in love with a human. Her father, however, does not agree with it, so she makes a deal with a sea witch to trade her voice for human legs, and must earn the human's love in just 3 days, because if she doesn't, back in the ocean she goes, back to being a mermaid. Not going to explain the rest of the film because we're going to be here all day, and also, since it's a Disney movie, you already know that it's got a happy ending. Upon the film's release, The Little Mermaid will be joined in the list of Disney's live-action adaptations of their classic animated films, which also includes Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, The Jungle Book, and among others. Since I have yet to see the film, I would like to give my early thoughts on what I think about it so far, and from what I've seen from the trailers and TV spots, I say it looks promising. Yeah, like visual-wise, I think the sequences in the ocean and the land look stunning. Like some parts of the ocean environment could use a little bit more brightness and vibrancy, but overall, it looks beautiful. I find it very eye-catching to look at.
As for the music, I haven't really listened to all the songs from the new version completely, but I bet it's going to be great, since 1, you have most of the songs that everyone knows and loves, and 2, you got Alan Menken and Lin-Manuel Miranda involved. So I don't really see it going downhill.
If you're a fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda's previous works such as Encanto, Moana, or Hamilton, I think you're gonna enjoy it. Plus, you happen to have the same guy who was involved with the original animated classic among other classics, so I think we're in good hands.
One song I would like to discuss is the true I Want classic, Part of Your World, which I have listened to Hallie's rendition a few times, and I just have to say, wow. Like, she really took that song to the next level.
What I really like most about it is just that she didn't try to be Jodie Benson. She kept the charm from the original version while also using her musical talents and making it her own. Hearing that rendition proves that Halle Bailey is definitely the right pick for Ariel. She's got the voice for it, and she really embodies the young, curious, sweet spirit of the character. I could also say the same thing for Melissa McCarthy, who a lot of people doubt in the first place, but she proved wrong. I think she fits Ursula perfectly. She captures her wicked personality so swimmingly, no pun intended, and she looks so dazzling and devilish at the same time. I honestly think that Halle and Melissa are going to be the highlight of this film. As for the other characters go, Jonah Hauer-King, handsome as Prince Eric, and I really love how Ariel's sisters look. It's cool that each of them have a specific design that is very unique from their tails to head up, and I find King Triton's appearance to be a breath of fresh air. It's giving off a godlike warrior, which I honestly think fits perfectly with his character, and I can't wait to see how Javier Bardem does in this role, even though I am not really familiar with his work, so I can't really judge, but I think he's going to be good.
Honestly, I don't really mind some of the changes made in the remake, like the lyric modifications to some songs, Ariel's sisters being renamed, new songs being added, songs being taken out, new characters being added. To me, it's whatever. But the one change I am more critical about is how Scuttle, Sebastian, and Flounder look.
No disrespect to Aquafina, David Dix, and Jacob Tremblay. I think they are perfectly cast for the roles, and I definitely think they're gonna add some fun and light energy into the film, but at the same time, I find them jarring to look at. Especially Sebastian, who I find the most jarring, but also tolerable because unlike the other two, he's more vibrant color-wise. At least for him, he was kept red like in the original. And I'm fine with Scuttle being changed to a northern gannet and a female. She looks mediocre to the rest of the animal characters, but I do wish she has a little more emotions in her facial features, which I could also say for Flounder, who looks the most deadpan and colorless. It doesn't really give me Flounder that much, it just gives me some random fish. I really wish he kept his bright blue stripes and fins and that he was a little more yellow like in the original version. I feel like Disney is trying way too hard to be more realistic when adapting their animal characters into live action, when it wouldn't really hurt for those characters to be a little more unreal looking. So at least that way they could show more emotion and be full of life and even be a little more animated and humanized.
Overall, I'm pretty excited to see this film. Like, it looks like it's going to have the same charm of what the original film had while also adding something new and refresh for a newer audience. But I won't get overhyped for this film just in case it ends up not as being as great as I thought. Like, it looks good, but I don't really want to jinx it. But I will be giving my thoughts again on this film once I've seen it. But for now, we'll wait and see. Alright, so that sums up all of my thoughts I have for this film. And if you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. It would really mean a lot. And, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!